This is Hog Farmer Chris from the Hog Farmers Charitable Foundation. And before you start listening to Redzone in the Lab, check out our Amazon Smile, a simple way to support the Hog Farmers Charitable Foundation every time you shop, and it's no cost to you.
We're back! Welcome back to Redzone in the Lab with Deuce.
Welcome back. This is season 3 of Redzone in the Lab podcast. We are going to be discussing entrepreneurship, education, Black history, health, movies, family, and of course, sports. Please follow, subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Twitter, and our Instagram and Facebook, and also website www.redzoneinthelab.com.
Shout out Redzone and Lab Podcast.
Welcome. This is Redzone and Lab Podcast. I am Dion Deuce Blackney, and I just want to give you my experience for training camp these last couple of days. So I just want to start out to say, I understand, I get it. Those of you that are just upset with the organization, upset with Dan, you're tired of being hurt. You want change, you want Dan gone. I understand and I get all of that. But what I would say about Jason Wright has made some mistakes. He has not been perfect. He's not batting 600 or anything like that. But most of the mistakes that he made, you can say all of the mistakes that he made, he came out and said, yes, I made them and I'm sorry and I'm going to get better. As far as training camp goes, the process of the lottery, the season ticket holders, the different things like that process needs a lot of work. Some people put in for the lottery, didn't get responses back. I had to keep reaching out to say, was I approved? Can I go? Is it a right ticket? During that process, the person I was working with had left the organization, but thanks for Caitlin McComb. She's always been there. I reach out to her. She always can reach out to someone, then they'll contact me. But that process, it needs a whole lot of work. It really does. It needs a whole lot of work. As far as going to not FedEx. Once that part was taken care of, right? And I go to training camp. When you get there for parking, it's on rocks, it's on grass, but that process was an A+. You pull up, you have the staff there waving you to the left. Someone's there is waving you to left. Another person is waving you to the right. People are there waving you to the parking spot. Someone is there at the parking spot guiding you in. That process was A+. It was A+ arriving, and it was also A+ departing. The check-in process, which I thought was going to be kind of strange because it's not electronic, right? It's still paper, so they kind of look at your names. So when you walk up, you give them your name, they give you your pass, and then you just go through. That process was an A+, no issues at all. You get there. There's 2 sections. There's I guess with the season tickets, VIP section is off to the left. The other section is off to the right, and there's also the media tent where they have the press conferences at. When you walk down the hill before you get down there, to the left is where Julie Donaldson and her team does their training camp show. You can actually see them, and when they on breaks, they'll sign autographs. So that process was cool. There's a team store, mobile vehicle that's there. It has like most of all of the products and merch you can get online. And then when you get there, like the staff, those were in yellow, the guest services staff, they were all awesome. They was directing traffic. They were, letting you know how the process works. They would even talk to the players, or like I say, any of the staff, you want to get an autograph when it's really not autograph time, to say, hey, look, this fan wants an autograph. I mean, they were awesome. They were great. The VIP section was great. It's a tent. It's temperature control, so it was cool. You could go in there if it rained and so forth. It's and the training camp was really intimate. I know there was a picture that was posted from Nikki about training camp, with no one really being there. I wasn't there that day, but I'm really curious. I don't know if she ever followed up to say like what time that picture was taken, because if you get there around like 8:30, it's really filling in. It's really not a lot of people there. It's kind of sparse. But by the time 9:30 gets there, 9:45, because practice begins at 9, it's not packed, right? But it's real intimate, and there are no like gaps. There are no empty spaces. So there are people there. Fans are there just having a good time. It's a real intimate process. You can talk with the coaches. You can yell their name out. They'll yell. I mean, they'll turn around and wave. Like all that process was great. Being in position, you want to do videos, take pictures, interacting with other fans. That process was great. Seeing the players come out, stretching, all that process was great. Over there where the injured players are rehabbing, they're over there on the VIP side. Outside of the VIP tent, there's like some little turf. It's like a football field turf. Some of the kids out there just throwing passes, just having a good time. And the players that's on the pup, they're kind of close to that. So, they'll come over. Like Chase came over a couple times, say what's up to the fans, other players that was over there. So all that process was great. The practice was great. Tuesday, they was on both fields. They did 11-11 close to the fans, but today they were kind of on the opposite field. And I'm thinking that's because of the game planning for this weekend's preseason game. But all that process was good. The autograph process was good. There was no pushing, no shoving. Players came over, staff came over. Former players that was there came over, signed autograph for the kids, for the adults. Everyone was excited. Like that whole process was good. The whole training camp experience was awesome, especially for me these last 2 days. I didn't have any issues. I didn't see people having issues. Guest services, they were nice speaking to you. No one was rude. The players were great. They wasn't rude. Even if they couldn't sign autograph, they say, yeah, it's hot. If I can go, they'll still sign a few. They'll sign a few, especially the babies, the kids that's yelling out their names. They made sure to get to all of them. And it was real. It was really respectful. You saw a lot. You was able to see a lot. There was nothing hindering your vision. Everything was open. The media had the media tent over there where they do the press conferences. All that was good. So all in all, the experience at training camp for me, it was awesome. It was an awesome experience. I'm glad I was able to experience that. So you'll see some of the pictures that I took, and just some content from training camp. It's not a lot because I was just having so much fun. So Ron Rivera, Jason Wright, Julie Donaldson, Caitlin, everyone, all of you guys over there, you're doing a good job. You're trying to build back up what we once had. But I thank you so much for the experience. This is Redzone, the Lab Podcast.